I try not to talk about the Knicks because the Knicks are a clown organization. They do clown things. And when you do clown things, chances are you're a clown. So let me get this straight. And I'm not going to really discuss the Knicks. I'm going to discuss Kristaps Porzingis. But I'll say this about the Knicks. You're telling me that you're trading Kristaps Porzingis for Dennis Smith Jr., Wesley Matthews, and DeAndre Jordan. Now the Knicks are a little bit better. So you're going to probably end up winning more games. And if you win more games, then you kill your shot at getting Zion Williamson. What? And then secondly, let me get this straight. I don't understand this. I'm going to talk about the Knicks one more time. You're telling me that you couldn't get a Kuzma or a Brandon Ingram for Kristaps Porzingis? You went for Dennis Smith Jr. and Wesley Matthews, who is one of my favorites. I mean, I do like Wesley Matthews. He always does the bow and arrow thing. I love it. But Wesley Matthews is not the future. And then DeAndre Jordan. You have like 7 centers. 7 centers. Come on, Knicks. What's going on with you guys? So this doesn't make sense to me at all, man. Now let's talk about Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson, you got teams making moves like this, and you're out here focusing on Anthony Davis when Greg Popovich went behind your back and told the Pelicans not to cave into you guys? And so you're so stressed about Anthony Davis that this went under the radar when you had more assets to give up than the Mavericks? And you want people to take you seriously, Magic Johnson? So you're putting all of your marbles on Anthony Davis because Anthony Davis has the same agent as Rich Paul, but then you're gonna take the chance because Anthony Davis wants to be a Laker? But if you don't trade for Anthony Davis and he gets traded elsewhere, you lose years on LeBron James' contract because LeBron James isn't getting any younger? So you're gonna risk all of this for Anthony Davis when you could have had Porzingis, because I'm sure that if you would have offered a Brandon Ingram or a Kuzma for Porzingis, Porzingis is better than everybody in the Lakers except LeBron James. And you're telling me that you let this go under the radar? Magic Johnson, shame on you, son. Come on, man. Now, a couple of people told me, they said, well, the Lakers were never pursuing Porzingis, so don't get at Magic Johnson for that. Well, listen. Porzingis is a 7'3" cheat code. Porzingis, look, listen, I'm going to say it how it is. Anthony Davis is special. Suppose from a scale of 1 through 10, Anthony Davis were a 10. Kristaps Porzingis is a 8.9.75% special. That's how special Porzingis is. Almost 9%. Almost 9%. And you're telling me you could have got this man to play with LeBron James and you didn't pull the trigger? Granted, Anthony Davis is better, but he's not promised. So you're basically putting your marbles on somebody that's not promised, man. Magic Johnson, you couldn't have possibly. And what if, what could the Lakers have done here, man? I mean, I understand there are rookie contracts and maybe he couldn't, but you got to find a way. I don't care if you would have had to waive Lonzo Ball. I don't care what you would have had to do. Porzingis was somehow available and you didn't pull it through. I don't know what you should have done, but I would have did everything possible to get Porzingis. Now let's talk about the Mavericks. Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis. If I were Dirk Nowitzki, I'd play one more year. One more year. If I'm a Mavericks fan, every time that Dirk Nowitzki touches the ball, you have to say, one more year. One more year. You have to say that. Because if Dirk Nowitzki plays next season, you have the addition of Tim Hardaway Jr., who is no scrub at all. Tim Hardaway Jr. and Kristaps Porzingis, Luka Doncic, and Dirk Nowitzki. That can be something. That really can be something. I mean, the Mavericks are going to lose Dirk Nowitzki eventually. And now you got Dirk Nowitzki again and Kristaps Porzingis. I mean, it's amazing to me. I think Dirk should play one more year to mentor these guys. And I think the Mavericks are going to be special. And if somehow, some way, Porzingis can play this season, I think they have a shot at making the playoffs. Maybe the 8th seed. Who knows? But overall, the Lakers dropped the ball. And I don't think they're going to get Anthony Davis. And the Mavericks, man, you guys are going to be contenders for years. For years, man. And then, of course, the Knicks. I don't even want to talk to these guys. With that being said, I'm out.